Hi friends, Mrs. Alexander here. This is our Orton Gillingham keyword chart, and we'll be using these keywords and letters all throughout the year to help us learn the name of each letter and also the sound that goes with each letter. So this chart will help us in reading, in writing, in our phonics skills. It's going to be very important. And each student will have a chart like this to keep at home so they can practice at home. So I wanted to take some time to show you a couple different ways that you can use the chart when practicing with your student at home. The first thing you might try is seeing if they can name the keywords for you. And when we say our cards, we say A, apple. When we're ready to add in the sounds, we would say A, apple, A, B, boy, B, C, cat, K, and so on and so forth for the rest of the chart. So you might have your child just practice telling you some letters, some sounds, and some keywords to kind of start to recognize those. Once your child masters the keywords and the letter names and even the sounds, you can start to have a little bit more fun with the chart and use it to play games and reading activities. If your child is getting stuck on reading a word, instead of just telling them the word, you could try giving them the sounds that are in that word. If they're getting stuck on the word dog, for example, you might start by pointing to the first letter of the word dog and saying D. Giving them the sound and pointing to the keyword to help them know that sound is D. You might also point to the keyword and have them remember, oh, D, dog, D. D says D, and have them remember that way. Then you could point to O, and they'd know O, olive, ah, and they'd know ah, O says ah, and then point to the goat, and they'd know G, goat, G, G says G. And then they'd be able to blend those sounds, D, og, dog. If they're wanting to work on some writing at home and they're getting stuck, not knowing what letter makes the sound that they need, for example, maybe they want to write the word pool, but they're getting stuck on the P, you might just tell them the keyword pig and have them find it, and then they can use that to find the letter to write for the word pool. So that's a way to use it during writing time. You could also play games with this chart as your child's learning those keywords and really practicing. So you might give them a sound, ah or v, and have them try to find that letter quickly. You could use a timer to do that or use chips to cover those up as they find them. So just some ways to practice with this chart. Keep this handy at home, and you can use this all year long as your reference sheet. Please let us know if you have any questions.